right. Doom Patrol premieres this Friday on the DC Universe streaming network. But, DC Universe has already decided to release some promos, some stills from the upcoming episode. They were dropped, I think, yesterday, and I'm going to go over with them with you today. So let's do it. I'm on comicbookmovie.com, a fandom website that's been around for many years. I actually used to a really long time ago, write stuff for them, but that was lifetimes ago. But anyways, here we go. This shot shows the team, the four main team members, I guess minus Cyborg, because I think Cyborg's a member of the team too, right? I'm unsure what his role is going to be. But, there's Elasti Woman from left to right, from side to side. Elasti Woman, Negative Man, Robot Man, and Crazy Jane standing in the street, because I think they're getting ready to fight somebody, throw down. Probably Mr. Nobody, because I think he's the villain in this season, the main villain. There could be other villains, though, other side villains. So maybe they could be fighting somebody else. There is Matt Bomer as Larry Trainer, aka Negative Man, before he becomes Negative Man, because, Negative Man has to be covered in bandages because he has this energy being in him and is radioactive. Since Larry Trainer looks like a regular physical man here, I'm going to assume this is before that happened. And it looks like he's in a plane or a cockpit or something, or I don't know, somewhere. So, this has got to be in his test pilot phase. Maybe this is right before the catastrophe that gives him his powers. There is Matt Bomer again as Larry Trainer in his pre-Negative Man days. This is probably the part of the show where they're showing his life before he becomes Negative Man, as a pilot, a successful pilot. There he is saluting because he's in the military. A close-up on Mr. Bomer as Larry Trainer. I assume Air Force, right? Here we are much, much later where the team is being addressed by the chief. Their mad scientist leader, played by Timothy Dalton, who's replacing, the other guy, Bruno Bashir, who played him first in the guest starring episode on Titans. That actor must be really unhappy they replaced him. He'd probably love to still be on the show. Now that's Negative Man, as we'll be seeing him most often, bandaged up. And of course, that's not Matt Bomer, I think, in the bandages. That's an actor they hire to be the physical body, but I think Matt Bomer is providing the voice. So, but that is Negative Man. That's Robot Man. Same thing. Brendan Fraser's providing the voice for Robot Man, but there's another actor in the Robot Man suit. And he actually looks, both Robot Man and Negative Man look very, comics accurate. So nice job, Doom Patrol, costume and production designers. There is Timothy Dalton as the Chief. He looks like the Chief would look in the comics, but, the Chief doesn't require, special effects, makeup, or an outfit, because he's really just an old man in a wheelchair. There is April Bowlby as Elasti Woman, Rita Farr. She looks really great, too. She looks just like Rita Farr looked in the old classic comics in the 60s. But in later comics, in later DC comics, they've updated the character. She's not supposed to be someone in the comics. She's not someone who's stuck in the 1950s. They made her that just for the show, I think. So that was an interesting reinvention of the character they did. There she is, looking just like she does in the comics again, with Robot Man. Oh, looks like, Negative Man's got a Will Robot Man somewhere. Maybe his robot suit has been malfunctioning and he can't move or something. But he's better this time. Looks like Robot Man's about to get into a fight. We want our Robot Man ready to beat people up, just like a good superhero needs to be ready to do, right? There's that shot we saw before of the four main members of the team, ready to do battle or looking at something. And there's the Chief driving up in a car, probably to look in on the action from the distance. The Chief doesn't have any powers, and so he usually tries to stay out of the fight, although he has, in some comics, his wheelchair is like an action chair, like he's built in guns and devices in it and stuff, so that if someone does attack him, he can use his chair, his mechanical tools and weapons built into his chair, to fight back. So maybe they'll incorporate that into the show. Another shot of the team. Maybe Negative Man is giving Elasti Woman a pep talk. Possibly. Who knows what's going on? We'll have to wait until we see the show. There's Crazy Jane talking to a police officer, while Robot Man looks from behind, stands behind her. Maybe they're investigating, trying to find, what's going on, some danger. Robotman is playing with a stuffed animal to show he's still human, I'll bet. It actually looks kind of like he's playing with a peeled banana for a second. Because the top of the head and the ears on the side of it, it makes it look like, to me, sort of like banana peels, like coming apart, and the head's the actual banana inside of it. But, that's kind of just me. Robotman and Crazy Jane talking to, I think, a mother and daughter somewhere. While they're on a mission, there is Brendan Fraser as Cliff Steele before he becomes Robot Man, when he's a champion race car driver. That's his origin, Cliff Steele was a race car driver who was in a horrible accident that damaged his body, and then they put his brain into a robot's body, and that's how he became Robot Man. And this is definitely a flashback or whatever before he had his accident. Because Brendan Fraser's not in a robot here. There is Crazy Jane sitting on a bus. The crazy bus, right? No, I'm just kidding. And I think those are all the pictures that we have so far. So far the show looks fine. I've already been reading some reviews of it. It's apparently getting pretty good reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. So, pretty good stuff. I, as someone who liked Titans, think that if this show is at least as good as the Titans, it'll be great. It's definitely got to be different, though, because the Doom Patrol's got different stuff going on than the Titans do. But that's great. I'm really excited, and I'll be here Friday watching it with you guys. I'll be doing my episode review and commentary like I did for Titans, because, I'm really excited. I like all the DC Universe shows so far. So, stay tuned. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like it on YouTube and subscribe to the channel, because I appreciate your viewership, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.